Do you ever think about that time Nicolas Cage was cast to play Superman and Tim Burton was going to direct the movie? It's going to be called Superman Lives. I think about that. I think about that a lot. Hello fellow fellowers, and welcome to FanZcene. And if you haven't already, and if you're new here, please subscribe and hit that bell for notifications. Possibly give this video a like if you are so inclined. I would appreciate it. Today I have for you my thoughts on the failed Superman Lives from the 90s, which was to star Nicolas Cage and to be directed by Tim Burton. I recently did a video on here about Darren Aronofsky's failed Batman Year One, and it got me thinking about Superman Lives, which I do actually think about a lot. It was a movie that went through various stages and scripts, and actually spent years and years putting into this movie, and it was never made. And Nicolas Cage as Superman would have been pretty freaking wild. There's actually a very good documentary on this called The Death of Superman Lives, What Happened. If you have not seen it, and if you don't know about all this Superman stuff with Nicolas Cage, Tim Burton, even Kevin Smith, and all the scripts that went into it, I highly suggest you watch it. And I'm actually going to show you some clips from it because from all the work that actually went into this boggles my mind how much was put into this and how this movie was never made. Let's check out some clips.
And someone who is wanting to fit in, wants to connect, and at the same time feels this enormous burden to protect.
Thematically, the big thing for Tim was that Superman was an alien.
We wanted to do something that we hadn't seen before without it being ridiculous.
I think that the regenerative suit would have been like something no one's ever seen before. I'll never attempt again.
Now when you think about it, if somebody was like, would you like to see a Nick Cage Superman movie? I'd be like, and yes.
Then watching Nick Cage in an outfit land, it was kind of like, whoa, there's Superman, the Nick Cage version.
He's so incredibly overly powerful. I liked that Tim Burton was going to take all of those powers away.
There was going to be a cameo by Batman.
Brainiac was going to be the villain in the movie.
The Superman Doomsday battle in the subway, I think it was underground.
We were doing a lot of research with schools of fish and how they turn, or birds in the air, how they turn in space.
Chris Rock came into work one day on Dog, and he was like, guess who's playing Jimmy Olsen?
I remember him sort of complaining about making superhero movies. He compared it to Chinese water torture.
If we had been able to strip through all of this sort of chaos, I think we could have had an interesting movie.
As you can see there, I mean, tons of work was going to go into this. They had so many different ideas for this. Honestly, I personally think the movie would have sucked. It would have been crap. But Nicolas Cage as Superman, that would have been pretty wild. And some of the ideals they had for this is, I do believe that's why it was never made, because there was just too much people putting too many inputs into it, wanting to go too many different ways. And there was like even a whole thing with a giant mechanical spider that one of the producers wanted, John Peters, I do believe. But yeah, this movie, what do you guys think? Do you guys think this movie would have been something you wanted to watch? I know it's something I probably would have watched, honestly, because I'm a huge Superman fan, but I probably wouldn't have liked it. I think it probably would have been one of those movies where it's just so bad that people would actually get together and watch it because it's just so bad to watch that you want to watch it. You know what I mean? Because especially with Nicolas Cage as Superman, it would have been crazy. But it would have been interesting, like, to see Batman make an appearance in it. Michael Keaton's Batman, that would have been cool. But the story and where they wanted to go and what they couldn't agree on, just it never gelled. But it just amazed me how many years and years went into making this movie and how it was never made. I mean, like with Batman Year One, Darren Aronofsky's, and even with George Miller, the creator of the Mad Max movies, he was actually to direct a Justice League movie in like 2008 or 2007, and it was actually canceled because there was a writer strike. And it just boggles my mind how many of these movies went into production or pre-production or were greenlit and were never made, and how much work actually went into them. I just think about it sometimes. I don't know, that was something on my mind, and I wanted to talk to you guys about it. And you know, also recently I heard that the creator of the movie The Raid was actually going to make a Deathstroke movie that was never made. You know, coming out of the coming out of the Justice League movie with the same actor. So you know, this stuff interests me. I mean, does it interest you? Let me know in the comments below what you guys think. Would you have watched Superman Lives with Nicolas Cage, directed by Tim Burton? What do you think about all these superhero movies that were supposed to be in development and never were made? And honestly, I do believe they should release the Snyder Cut. I think that should be made too, personally, because whether you like Justice League or not, he had a vision, and I would like to see how it would have panned out. And, if you want to see the documentary on this movie, Superman Lives, I highly suggest you watch it. It's very good, it's very in-depth, and it goes over a lot of stuff, because I could literally talk about this stuff all day. But I thank you for watching. Please leave me a comment below, share this video out, please subscribe and hit that bell for notifications, and give this video a like or a dislike if you liked it or did not like it. Wherever you are, have a great, safe, happy, healthy day, morning, afternoon, evening, night. Godspeed.